Welcome to Smokey Approved. I would put a number on this particular episode, but this is one of those I'm just trying to get it out there kind of situations. Because one, it's a leak, and then two, if you can't see by the background, I'm not on YouTube right now, and the reason being is the only place I can find the leak is whatever this moreexclusives.com is. So I might not even be able to get this up due to YouTube copyright or whatever, but I'm gonna try anyway. So that's why we're doing it this way. So I'm going to record this now, and then 48 hours after, if I do get hit by copyright, it will be up. But we are trying to get this out as soon as possible. It's this Jack Harlow Have a Turn joint featuring Drake. They've scrubbed that shit from fucking YouTube. It is nowhere to be found. All those videos you find right now are clickbait. If I make it up, I'll be the only guy out there with the real joint on there. So with that said, let's check this joint out. It should be good. Some of the reactions I've heard from other people that I respect are saying that this is... They say that Drake took flight on this nigga Jack Harlow, and that might be true because on the Jack Harlow joint he had with Sci-Hi the Prince, Sci-Hi took flight on that nigga too. However, I got a lot of respect for a nigga who asks for a feature, gets cooked on the feature, and still puts the record out. That takes a lot of guts to do, so I do respect it. That's why I respected the Sci-Hi shit. If that happens here, I gotta respect it again, because that shows me that Jack doesn't just fuck with the culture, he understands the culture, and he's a real fan. Like, yo, I'm happy to be on a song with this nigga. I don't care if I get watched or not. And that's the shit I'd be fucking with the most. So, all that said, out of the way, let's get it popping. It's Smokey Approved. Thank you guys for stopping by. All right, so yeah, we got to scroll down. You know, this is what we're here to see. Yeah, this is the record. I had to I scrubbed through it real quick just to make sure like it was actually at least the voices of the two people we're supposed to hear on this joint. And yeah, that's all I've heard so far. So I don't actually know what it sounds like. I just confirmed that, oh, I know that's Jack's voice. I know that's Drake's. That's it. And I was like, let's sync this up. So let's get into it.
More music on moreexclusive.com.
Oh, wow. My headset is not even on.
Sometimes when I sit back
hold
and really
on.
let
I gotta back it up.
More music on moreexclusive.com.
Yeah, shout out to More Music. Without y'all, I'm not hearing this joint.
Sometimes when I sit back and really let it register, I did
What
everything
happens?
I said I would and said it first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the world's in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for. We about to feed these youngins to the metaverse.
Okay, hold on. So, you knew, like, when you patterned your verse and you heard this beat, you was like, yo, I want Drake on this. I think you made this intentionally to have old boy get on. I think that's for sure what happened. But talk your shit, Jack. Talk your shit.
Sometimes when I sit back and really let it register, I did everything I said I would and said it first. I mean the world's in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for. We about to feed these youngins to the metaverse. Meanwhile I'm over here just trying to pen a verse, cause I'm done being extra with the extroverts. The label used to wonder how I'm supposed to stand next to Vert. Probably never thought that I would get these legs to work.
Talk that shit.
I work hard, but hard shit don't need no extra work. That's why I show up in a sweatshirt and let it burn. The world's mine, I just say fuck it, let it turn. The girl's mine, I just say fuck it.
I'm not gonna lie though, what I'm hearing so far, it sounds like you just found a G-Eazy bag so far, is what I'm hearing.
Have a turn. The ghosts call me to the side like, can we have a word? I could've fronted, but I did this shit how I preferred. I know I should be humble, but it's something I just haven't learned. Soon enough, I'll have to make these bad habits burn. Soon enough, we about to come and get the shit we earn. You're not a fan now. But I remember when you used to be fanned out.
Oh, okay.
I guess when the whole world loves you, people only got one way to stand out. All that time in the kitchen finally panned out. I put some flavor in the pot and took the bland out. I know my grandpa would have a heart attack if I pulled 100 grand out. So I'm not gonna pull 100 grand out. I'm hip hop, do you fully understand? Fully automatic with the jams and it don't jam. At the shows I'm about to start handing out programs, cause y'all need to get with the program. I'm a grown-ass man, call me Pops, fuck around and take your phone-ass man. Everybody know Jack, but they don't know Jack, man. They just know I got the flow, goddamn. Woo!
There's like 4 or 5 bars that I felt like after the granddad bar, was it the granddad or whoever you said I could pull 100,000 out, make a nigga have a heart attack? Oh, but I'm not gonna pull 100,000 out because I'm not trying to have my fucking peoples have a heart attack. So I let that bar slide. But there's some after that are kind of just like you're trying to get to where you're trying to get to, and then I see how you flip that. They don't know Jack. They don't know Jack, man. Like I like that. I like that. But there's some bars in between before we land on that shit, and then before we get to they just know I got the flow, because you do be rhyming. So I'm just like I do everything else on here. I gotta keep it 100. I'm hearing some shit that if before we send this to Drake, I'm calling you if I'm your mans, and I'm like, yo, that one, and that one. Like that's a problem for the nigga we're about to send this to. If that's the move we about to make. Granted, it's still a solid verse though, and you rhyme better than most niggas on a commercial level that are competing against you anyways. So that's why I'm like, I'm not really tripping, but I'm a fan, so I'm gonna be strict like I would be strict for anybody else I'm a fan of.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance, I just see divorce. Therapy sessions, I'm in the waiting room reading.
Okay, hold on. I didn't think you was gonna come in all just completely on the gas like that though. Like, goddamn.
Fully understand, fully automatic with the jams, and it don't jam. At the shows,
the city starts. Yeah. Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance, I just see divorce. Therapy sessions, I'm in the waiting room reading Forbes. Abandonment issues, I'm getting treated for. How much water can I fit under the bridge before it overflows? My son's gotta learn that forgiveness is a lonely road. The crib's on his wheel like motorhomes. Niggas love to try and test us like they know what we own. Chubbs got the magazine cover like Rolling Stone, cause we already know how they rock, they throwing stones. Whenever you getting bigger, there's growing pains. I got enough pull to make the city start throwing games. I'm out here making a mockery. I got my realtor out here playing Monopoly. How can I address you when you don't own property? They only finesse you when you don't move properly. Destined for the win, but you don't get a prize out of me. I'm destined for the top, but you can't get a rise out of me. 750 for the round canaries and they glittering. Man, you niggas drop trash, you littering. I'm over delivering.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
And to the point it's belittling. I mean the PTSD is triggering. The profit is sickening. The stones are shimmering. Came from the north, but I got hot as fuck, so ain't no shivering. Yeah. Lucky me, people that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. This shit is getting ugly. And every situation is transactional, and everything they saying is irrational, and every way they moving is promotional. Everybody's acting irreplaceable, it's like they ain't disposable. My urges for revenge are uncontrollable. I know we're getting older though. Yeah. But I gotta get that nigga back for that. It's non-negotiable, it's not even debatable. I'm getting so rich, my.
Now, who's the nigga you gotta get back though? Because I'd seen some rumors that you might have took some shots to Push T on this record, but I'm just like, is that the nigga you talking about? Because if so, nigga, don't double back. Just keep moving. You do not have the pin for that fight.
Music's not even relatable. I blow her head up, it's an inflatable. Baby blue G-class, I feel like a kid again. Praying on my downfall, don't make you religious, man. All I hear is plug talk coming from middlemen. All I hear is tall tales coming from little men. When I say bitch, I'm very rarely referring to women. Most of the bitches I know are niggas, they not even women. I know that sounds like I'm being funny, I'm not even kidding.
That's facts, though. Most of the bitches I do know are niggas, because niggas be acting like bitches so much. It's really crazy.
Same ones that say they run a game when they not even in it. To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation, and how you should take that statement is based on what you're making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix. If I see I spit in your faces.
Yo, he on that Missy Elliott shit. Okay, I gotta go back. He talking that shit. Yo, even though I said he does not have the pin, he has the ability to still get in the fight. Do I think he'll win long term? No, but it's always nice to hear this nigga talk spicy, especially if he's talking about Pusha T, because that's like, oh man, it could get ugly. It could get ugly. You still need to answer that fucking that wake from Joe Budden though. He murdered your ass on that shit.
Talk coming from middlemen. All I hear is tall tales coming from little men. When I say bitch, I'm very rarely referring to women. Most of the bitches I know are niggas, they not even women. I know that sounds like I'm being funny, I'm not even kidding. Same ones that say they run a game when they not even in it. To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation, and how you should take that statement is based on what you're making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix.
Yo, that statement bar is doing a lot of heavy lifting, and it sounded like it might be an entendre too. Like we talking about statements as far as verbal statements, and like yo, I'm just the statements of how much money you're making. Oh man.
If I see it, I spit it. When I say bitch, I'm very rarely referring to women. Most of the bitches I know are niggas, they not even women. I know that sounds like I'm being funny, I'm not even kidding. Same ones that say they run a game when they not even in it. To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation. And how you should take that statement is based on what you're making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix. If I see it, I spit in your faces. Daytonas with the green faces, Kentucky Derby races. My presence in the spot is so abrasive. Box at the Churchill Downs, that's motivation. Yeah. And shorty like, you know that boy Jack is going places. I know. Yeah.
All right. So this Drake stimulus package is not officially out in these streets yet, but I do think if this shit officially comes out, this shit is fucking gonna do numbers, buddy. As far as like charting, fuck no, this has no opportunity at all. However, running the internet for a couple weeks, having niggas just running around talking about, oh my god, Drake's the greatest nigga to ever do it. Jack Harlow's nice. Yeah, that's what this has the opportunity to do. Outside of that, yeah, this shit is not working on Billboard. That boy Drake did fucking. I'm not gonna say he dragged Jack. That's a little excessive. His verse is just some shit that we don't get too often. So when you hear some shit like that from him, and you haven't been listening and don't know that he has a bag like that, you're like, oh my god, this is the greatest shit I've ever heard in the world. However, it's not the greatest shit I've heard in the world. It's just really nice, and it's not, like I said, it's nice to hear him talk super spicy. If he is talking about Pusha T, please. I know you just had a baby, or you're working on fucking your family or whatever. I know you got a kid with your wife and all that. If this man is talking about you, you know how I feel. It's your duty to come back outside and send another shot at this nigga like you did before. So please. And y'all about to both be on a rollout again? Well, no, I guess he's on the end of a rollout because that fucking Certified Lover Boy already dropped. But you about to drop some shit. So this would be perfect time. I'm just saying. But yeah, I really fuck with this shit. I'm gonna say it's a smoking proof record because I fuck with both artists already. Everybody's trying to rhyme at a high fucking level here. That's in my preferred book. That's my favorite shit from people. So I really can't find too many faults. And again, the faults I'm finding with Jack's verse are, if I want to be super nitpicky, because if this was a layup that we sent to Drake, we should have gone a little harder in a couple other places, but you still went hard enough that, shit, nigga, it's a nice layup. You let that nigga just, boom. So it's nice. Whenever this does come out, listen to it on your own if you can find a record, if it actually does officially come out. If I can get this past YouTube and on the internets, then, hey, you know, tap in with me. And shout out to moreexclusive.com. They're for sure the only reason I was able to actually hear this record, because it is nowhere to be found on YouTube. But that's it for me. Thank you guys for stopping by. Like I said, there's no number on this one. I'm just trying to get this one out. But yeah, that's it. See you on the next one.